Okay, folks, not the greatest way to end the month of September with a big fat hairy loss against Luton Town. But fear not, folks, a brand new squeaky clean month is just around the corner, and we kick it off on Tuesday night against Forest, and guess what? We're going to win. That's right, folks, back once again with another match preview, this time looking forward to Blackburn Rovers up against Nottingham Forest, and we'll talk about that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button to keep you back up to date with all things Nottingham Forest related, heck no, Rovers related, Championship related, world football related, all here under one rooski, boys and girls. Plenty to talk about coming at ya. It does take place right here at EFL Park, boys and girls, and our visitors this week, this half of the week, will be these boys. Nottingham Forest coming to our gaff. The match does take place right here on the 1st of October. Sammy Lamucci, I believe is his name, is the manager of Forest. Lewis Grabban for me, the danger man. Last season, Nottingham Forest finished a respectable 9th. But I think they've got bigger aspirations right here, right now, to get into those top 6. The record between these two sides, 119 games in all competitions between Forest and Rovers, in all grounds, all venues, all competitions, Premier League and all kinds of stuff. 119 games, 34 victories for Forest, 53 for Rovers, 32 the draw. The last time that these two sides met, it's been a bit of a rosy patch for Rovers in this game. 2-1 last time out at EFL Park, 2-2 at their place. And of course, we'll duke it out this Tuesday, but we'll come back again down their place on the 1st of 2020, January, New Year's Day, boys and girls. Mark it in your calendar. So, before we take a look at the expected starting 11s, or in fact, what I think should happen, quick look at any injuries and suspensions. It looks like Forest have got a clean bill of health. As for Rovers, expensive purchase from Forest, Ben Brereton, will not be available. He's going to be out till November. So, I'm sure right here, right now, Forest fans are laughing to the bank because he's not delivered, has he? He's not really. Neither is Sam Gallagher. But maybe, just maybe, this is the game. This is the game that Gallagher will score his goals. So Butterworth as well. There's also the sickness of Joe Rothwell, not listed in that graphic, but he also may not feature. But hopefully he can. And I expect a bit of a rotation, to be honest with you. In fact, I've gone a bit wild with my formation here. I think there's 1, 2, 3 changes to the actual starting 11. We might see more than that, but anyway, Walton comes in, Williams, Lenihan and Adebayo comes in as a centre-back, 3-man at the back. Travis and Evans gets the nod over Johnson. I just thought he was a bit sluggish. The games are coming too thick and fast. Same applies for Downing. He's also out. Who else did I drop? I also dropped Gallagher. So I dropped Gallagher, Downing, and I dropped Johnson from the starting 11. They may feature on the bench. So, Walton, Williams, Lenihan, Adebayo, Travis, Evans, Cunningham, Bennett, Dak down the middle, Armstrong on the left, and DG up top. Two-man attacking line. As for Nottingham Forest, a couple of crazy players, creative players, should I say. Samba between the sticks, he's been a pretty solid goalkeeper. Robinson, Worrell, Dawson, and Cash make up the back four. Veteran Watson in the middle alongside Sal. Amiobi's causing all kinds of problems on the left-hand side. Lolly on the right. Carvalho down the middle, and Grabban is scoring goals. Just what you need in the Championship, a goal-scoring machine. Ours is this guy right here. I think he is officially one of the best players. Nope, looks like Lolly is the best man by FIFA in the old rankings. Anyway, let's take a look at the stats for you. There you go. Dakaruni is top goal scorer for Rovers, 4 goals so far. Williams, our centre-back, is second top goal scorer. That's our problem. We need goals, and we need lots more. Downing and Graham have 1 goal so far. Bennett, Cunningham both have 4 cards, yellow cards to the name. As for Lenihan and Travis, they have 3. No reds so far. As for Forest, Grabban is the top goal scorer. Adoma is second alongside Lolly, and Dawson's on there with 1 as well. As for discipline, Sal has 4 yellows, Watson's got 2, Invandilio has 2, and Jenkinson has 2, and again, no red cards so far. Quick look ahead at the next 5 fixtures for both sides in the month of October. It's a busy old month. I don't think any of these boys are left in the Carabao Cup. Obviously, Forest this weekend, QPR on the weekend, international break we go. Then it's Huddersfield at Ewood. I think it's in front of the cameras. It is. And then Birmingham, midweek game, 22nd of October. That is at St Andrews. And then we'll take on them Nobbers the back end of the month. 26th of October. As for Forest, obviously Rovers this weekend, midweek. Brentford on the weekend, difficult game there. Wigan next after the international break, it's in front of the cameras as well, down at the DW. Then they take on Hull City at the midweek game, and they'll take on Reading on the 26th of October. As for the last 5 games for both sides, it looks like Forest had a busier month last month. We did lose to Luton. We have beaten Reading, though, along the way. Beaten Millwall at Ewood Park as well. Before the international break, we lost to West Brom and Sheffield United in the Carabao Cup. As for Forest, they come into this on 1, 2, 3, 4 games unbeaten in the league, but they did get smashed by Arsenal in the league 5-0. They did pick up a nice victory at Stoke, who are just up for grabs right now. 3-2 victory. That was last time out. They did beat Barnsley at the City Ground as well. 21st of September, that bad boy. They did beat Swansea on their own turf as well, 1-0. And they did hold Preston to a draw. So they are not up for grabs, really. Let's take a look at the home and the away form coming at you. Rovers have lost twice at home, and they were both to newly promoted sides. Are Forest newly promoted? No. So you know what that means? We're going to snatch a win. We did beat Oldham, Middlesbrough, Cardiff, and Millwall. We didn't beat Cardiff. We drew with Cardiff. As for Forest away form, it's not bad, if completely honest with you. They drew with Leeds, they drew with Charlton, they've beaten Fulham, they've beaten Swansea, they've beaten Stoke as well. They lost to Arsenal, but who would have bet against them there? We'll take a look at the grand scheme of things of the away form in just a second, but let's take a look at the grand scheme of these two sides duking it out over the years in all competitions. We come into this, the previous 6 games in all competitions, and Forest haven't beaten us since going all the way back to 2015. Looks like Sam Gallagher likes to score against these bad boys as well. He did manage to brace back in October 2016, so that's potential as well. Dacarino scored a goal at this time last season as well, as did Adam Armstrong. Lewis Graben with a daily double last time out. Tommy Hoban, remember him? He was scored the winner at their place a couple seasons back as well. Elliot Bennett with a big fat OG at the last game, but we did pick up the 3 points. As for the last 6 encounters in all at Ewood Park, it is again a little bit more favourable for Forest this time out. They did pick up a victory back in 2013. Darius Henderson scoring the only goal, last minute winner as well. But yes, some familiar scorers along the way. Look at Rudy Gested's hat-trick in a 3-3 thriller. Would we want that? I probably don't. I think we need a win. We need one fast. Let's take a look at who scored, kind of the vibe about this game. They expect Blackburn to try to create some long shot opportunities and create chances through individual bits of skill. Our weaknesses is failing to score chances, which is absolutely apparent, and avoiding offside. Our style of football is that we like to keep a hold of the ball and play with some width. We like to control the game in the opposition's half, but we're quite non-aggressive. Meanwhile, Forest's strengths are finishing scoring chances, so there you go. Good on the counter-attack, coming back from losing position, so they will get, if they go a goal behind, they will try to get that back and creating scoring chances. So they are very, very sharp shooters in front of goal. As for the weaknesses, avoiding offside, defending against attacks down the wings, which we seem to favour. Or that's our style anyway, and avoiding individual errors and keeping possession of the ball. They're quite hard. They look to be very easy to manhandle a little bit. They like to attack down the left, take long shots, and play in their own half. The forecast is Blackburn will try and control the game in the opposition's half, and will try and dominate possession at home. So that's that. Quick look at the form tables coming at you now. The home form, Rovers are not looking great. We're 10th in the table. We have played 5 games at home as well. This will be our 6th. Not many clubs will have that. A lot of these teams will play away, and it's not great. It's not great form for us realistically. So we did lose last time out, but we did go on a 3-game unbeaten run at Ewood Park. So hopefully we can start something here against Nottingham Forest. Their away form is pretty shit hot. Like I said, unbeaten away. So they are looking to get their first defeat of the season on the road. Will they do it this week? It's not something they want to achieve. It's something we want to achieve. We'll have a look. Quick look at what else is going on this weekend, or this midweek, should I say. Hull City against Sheffield Wednesday, also on Tuesday. Middlesbrough against Preston as well, Tuesday night. Leeds against West Brom. That's a tasty one. It's the second best game of the midweek games. Obviously, the best is Rovers against Forest. We're going to take it on Birmingham as well. Reading against Fulham, and Stoke against Huddersfield. 6-pointer already down the foot of the table. Luna is ready for this game. She's also ready for the Leeds game as well, because she just wants to see them lose. Into Wednesday's fixtures, it is Brentford against Bristol City, Charlton Swansea, Luton Millwall, Cardiff QPR, who are our next opponents, and Barnsley up against Derby. This is what the table actually looks like at the moment. Forest are sitting pretty in third, Rovers are in 11th. The power positions are West Brom and Swansea in the top two. Leeds, Preston and Charlton make up the playoffs so far. Win for Rovers, we could jump as high as 7th. Goal difference will probably push us more likely into 10th if we are lucky to get the win. As for Forest, a win for them could go top of the pops, boys and girls. Down the bottom it is Stoke and Huddersfield and Barnsley. It looks like a win for either Huddersfield or Stoke could see them possibly get above Barnsley, but they will not get out of the relegation zone no matter what happens as it stands. So still, it's a tricky old one. Anyway, let's take a look at the sharpshooters and the key men to look out for in this next couple of games. Fulham are still dominating possession overall. 63% of all possession in all their games they've played. They have owned it. Leeds second with 61%. Brentford, West Brom and QPR occupy the top 5. As for the most aggressive teams out there, Wigan are top of the pop. Sheffield Wednesday, Barnsley, QPR and Hull. The biggest or the strongest teams with the aerial duels, Millwall, Birmingham, West Brom, Reading and Cardiff. The best team with the most shots per game, Leeds dominate with just under 18 shots per game on average. West Brom just shy with 16. Fulham, QPR and Reading occupy the top 5. Pass accuracy, Fulham dominate that as well. 87% of all their passes that they take reach their target. West Brom with 82, Leeds 82, Reading and Swansea with 81. How about the same sort of statistic for the home teams? Fulham still dominate at home as well. 65% of possession is dominated by them. As for the most aggressive team at home, QPR tops that list. The most dominant team in the air when playing at home is Birmingham, with 65% of all aerial duels won by that team. West Brom have the most shots at home as well. They average around about 17 shots at the Hawthorns, which is more than any other team at home as well. Pass accuracy, Fulham just shy of 90% of all their passes at Craven Cottage reach their intended target. As for the teams on the road, still no statistic there for Blackburn Rovers. A couple of them in there for Nottingham Forest. Luna's getting all excited. She's got the Zambas out there and she's loving it. But anyway, Leeds dominate the highest percentage of passing when away from home. So they dominate games whether they are at home or away with 62% of possession. When they're on the road, that's a high statistic, a very, very good one as well. As for the most aggressive, Forest are the most aggressive when playing away on the road. 14 yellows picked up on the road. As for the most dominant team in the air on the road, that is West Brom. Leeds once again dominate the shots per game on the road with just shy of 20 shots per game on average. They like to take a crack shot left, right and centre. As for the best passing, that's still Fulham away from home. Who's the main man scoring the goals? Well, after Ollie Watkins bagged himself a hat-trick, he tops the charts with 7 goals so far. Baston's in second place from Swansea with 6. There's a big long tie for third with Collins, Fletcher, Taylor, Grant, Mitrovic, Wells, Heigl and Graben. He's in there again, grabbing the goals. As for the key assist man, still Swifty and Williams dominating it. Johnson's knocking on this door as well. Ayew and Pereira for West Brom. As for the key players when playing at home, scoring goals, Baston tops the charts there. 5 goals for him. Johnson has 4. Jagowicz has 3. Mitrovic as well with 3. Wells, Phillips, Watkins, Bowen have 3. Waghorn and McNair have 2. As for the key scorers going away, Graben has got 4 of his goals away from home. That is a whopping statistic that we've got to worry about. Bamford's got 4 as well. Watkins has got 4. Fletcher, Collins, Taylor, Grant, Heigl have 3 goals when played away. Waghorn and Lawrence, trouble man, 2 for him. So there you got it. So my friends, that is a quick recap and a summary of this game. What do I expect? To be honest with you, I'm hoping for a win. I've put in all my eggs in one basket. We need a win here, and maybe we can get something on the weekend against QPR. Speaking of the game against QPR, I'll be doing my predictions for that game. It will be on Thursday. The predictions for these round of matches are already live. I did those Sunday night. We'll be back on Tuesday for some Premier League predictions. No Champions League predictions this week, but also on the channel, just throwing it out there, my FIFA career mode is live. FIFA 20, that is, the making of a champion with Sunderland. We've started a bit ropey. We turned the corner though. We're looking up now instead of down. So, but speaking of FIFA, on Twitch this week, Monday and Wednesday, I'm going to do some late night FIFA. And when I say late night, if you're watching in the UK, it is late night, like 3 a.m. So if you're stuck bored, so whack me on Twitch, boys and girls. I'll be there trying to guide Rovers in a career mode, separate sort of beast. But we're going to try and do that Monday and Wednesday this week. Late night. Come stop by. Late night FIFA. Speaking of Twitcheroony, I'll be doing, hopefully, fingers crossed, keeping my voice going, I'll be doing a watch along for QPR on Saturday, but I might be doing one on Tuesday. We shall see, fingers crossed. Well, I'll let you know. I'll let you know. Just be very, if you're not following me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. You'll know if I'm going to be doing a watch along on Tuesday. If not, you'll know then, basically. So, my friends, that is pretty much it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that thumbs up. And if you are new, smash that subscribe. Tell your friends, especially if you're a Rover, because you get it all here, baby, under one roof. Not just Rovers content, football content, FIFA content, all kinds of shit and shenanigans right here at Blackburn Rovers. And until you see you go all again, let's thumbs up, smash subscribe. Come on, Rovers. We need the 3 points after that shit show that was Luton Town. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.